Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. So welcome to my channel everybody. Sorry I was putting away a blend. So it is April as of when this video goes up on the air there. April 2nd to be exact, and this is my daughter's birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Justice. Unfortunately, we won't be doing anything for her birthday as I will be prepping for colonoscopy on the 4th. So her birthday is going to get either pushed forward or back, a week. So as the Saturday series and Monday series, I always concentrate on one stamp set, suite, or bundle. And this month for April, I'm concentrating on the everyday detail dies. They're circles like this too. You're going to get a good look at these. And I can show you some of the dies right here. One of the dies does this little ditty that I punched this out for a shaker card. And I'm going to be keeping those with my stash and be using those on somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I will. Don't have no doubts, right? So as this is the first Saturday of the month, this is a beginner card. I'm switching up the color scheme. This is going to be my neutral card. I try to do a beginner, a casual, an avid, an extreme card. If there's 5 Saturdays, I do it in color. Sometimes I do it in color instead of one of the color collections. But I am really trying hard to do the beginner, the casual, the avid, and the extreme. This one, I'm going to do 2 cards for this one. And we're going to start with just beginning stamping. And then we're going to just step it up a notch. Just a notch. So let's get started. You're not going to need a whole lot for this card. So I have a white card base, which is not folded as well as it could be. Darn it. Just my luck, but hey, we will roll with it. If I find that bone folder of mine, just crease it a little better and it should write it. So this is some thick white cardstock. This is for the first one. Then for the second one, see, card base, first one. I should put card 1, right? Card number 1. And then for the additional stepped up version, we're doing a layer number 1 is in basic gray, which is just covering the card base at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The layer of DSP then is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have this piece of white, same as the card base, 2 3/4 by 4. And we have a white envelope. But we are going to do... put that aside and that away. Let me get some of my supplies out here. My little notebook does not need to be out. All right, so what image are we using? We're using this one, this little one for some background, and overjoyed for you in this new journey. Really cute. And I don't really need the stamp in Pierce Mat because these are red rubber, so I'm just going to grab some scratch paper. Now, this is very, very simple layout. We're just going to stamp, wait till you see. It's going to go quick. It's going to go easy. It's going to be blank on the inside. A lot of my cards that I do like this are blank until I use them. So this is a new stamp. I'm going to turn this over. I just want to give it a test. Like I said, we're doing neutrals, which our neutral color is basic gray. I really like this. And this is, what is the DSP? Where is it? This is Retired, as it has cinnamon cider in it. Heart and Home. So, yes, I use up what I have. So, anything with a wood grain, you can do a timber embossing folder to replicate this. But first things first, this is, yes, I'm doing this landscape. So, I'm going to put my flower vase right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then overjoyed for you in this new journey. Very, very simple card here, right? I'm going to add these as 1. I'm going to turn it 2. and 3. Probably do another 4, one more, and a little bit of one there. There's my card. Plain, simple. This should have been a little straighter, but I'm not going to let it worry me. On the inside, I am going to stamp on the inside, guys. Yes. So on the inside, I'm going to just stamp right here. Then we're going to stamp these little bits, like right there and right here. Now we're going to stamp our envelope. This envelope's going to be the same for both cards. All right. So we have these little dots. You can go along, oh, that would be cute, wouldn't it? Just to go along the whole thing, but we're just going to do the 2 corners. Then I'm going to put my flowers just like so. And that's our envelope. Envelope, card, really, really simple. There's so much more you can do. So if you took a blender pen, you could bring that out a bit and do it on here. Give it a little bit more color. Not doing anything other than adding a little bit. I'm going to smear the color here and maybe like right down here to add a little shading maybe. That's it. Wiping off the blender pen. Other than that, I'm not adding anything else. You could come in and color and put some greenery on there and make it pop. That's going to be for another card. This is quick, simple stamping. Okay, so that's one version. Now our second version, we're just using a cardstock layer, a DSP layer, and a piece of white to stamp on. So we're going to stamp on this with our flower vase. And we're going to do a little technique called paper piecing. So here's our flowers. This is still a beginner card, okay? We're going to put these in the corner. This is beautiful just as it is too. And then this is a little scrap of the same DSP. We are going to stamp right here because I'm not going to waste all that DSP. We just want the flower pot. So we're taking the flower pot and we're going to fussy cut it out. And then we're going to glue it, or you can put it on dimensionals. I'm going to glue it straight on down. I'm not worried about dimension on this card. Where's my glue? I put it somewhere. 1, 2, those are not the bottles I had earlier. So I am going to add my glue directly to the original stamping. And that is paper piecing, right? Now we can go ahead and we can add color to this. Let's get some Misty Moonlight here. And our blender pen. Looks like I already got ink on it. I need to scratch paper. I have ink on me already. So I'm just picking up some blue, giving it a little test. Need some hand sanitizer just to see about trying to get whatever's on me off. It never fails, even though my desk is cleaner than it was earlier. So here's our image. Pick up some color and we're going to start here. Now remember, we stamped this in basic gray, so you don't want to spend a lot of time on smearing the color or you'll get a really muddled image. So here I'm just going to take it and streak over the center bits Then I'm going to add a little bit of color there. And do it again. Pick up some more color. Do the center bits. And then I'm going to just brush it on the outside. This is still a beginner card, guys. Nothing fancy here. Now, you could pick up, we're doing neutral, so Misty Moonlight is in the neutral family. We can even bring in the Mossy Meadow. Just gave it a squeeze, not hard enough. There we go. I want barely any of this. I want to smear it way over here. Okay, I'm going to test there. And I just want to swipe it on the leaves. And the dogs are going crazy. Maybe my order has arrived. Though it wouldn't help me right now. I would love some clear envelopes, and I forgot to order them. So you see, this is still a beginner. This is one blender pen, guys. I haven't changed this blender pen out in days now that I've been stamping with it. I've just used one side and then the other. And I'm not doing my best not to go over the veins in this. I'm just dabbing on some color. Now, it probably would have been pretty to do those in Misty Moonlight, but I already had them done. So look at that. That little bit of color can come in with a little bit more, and we can ground out our flower vase. Nothing to it, right? Nothing to it. So let's get this done and glue our bits together. Here we go. Making sure I have the card opening the right way. We're going to glue this down. This is Misty Moonlight on the back, which no, I'm not using. I want that wood grain for that basic gray, which I stamped the original in. You can do this with any color collection. And I tell people all the time, one of the best things about Stampin' Up! Is that the colors coordinate so beautifully together. Even if it's retired, they still blend beautifully. So now you have a choice. You could put it straight in the center. That even is pretty. But I originally wanted it over here, and I want a little bit there because I'm just going to take my sentiment and stamp it. You can stamp, I think we're going to stamp this one in the middle. I was going to say we could do it in Misty Moonlight. Yeah, let's do it. I got to clean it off then, right? So, once again, this was one of those sets that I originally was not interested in, but I am so happy with it. And I know I'm just going to enjoy it. So, we're going to put it right here in the center. Hopefully it's straight. Give it a second. Okay, I've got the sticker mounted crooked. So now I have to fix that. Ooh. So, how am I going to fix it? I need a piece of white because I can't stamp straight at all, and I mounted that wrong, and there's no really getting this off, but I'm looking for my scrap heap of papers. Where's my scraps? So we're gonna have to figure out actually I do have a piece of the DSP here. I did have a piece of DSP around here somewhere. That's not it. Where's the DSP at? Why me? Okay, there it is. I know I have a scrap piece in here, guys, that I can use. Of DSP. Yes, I do. Let's see. That will work. The problem is getting this straight. And I just inked me up as well. Put it back down there. Oh, it's frustrating when I put it on in a bad way. So I really can't look at the words. Please let this work. I do have more scrap if I have to. We're just fixing a boo-boo. Look at that. I did it again. I had it this way and need to cock it this way. That's not going to work. Another piece, please. There's another one. So last time I did it this way. We're going to test it on the back here. I want to put it more that direction. Yes. So with a little hook to the right. That's going to be better than it was. All right. So we're going to add this like so. So I need to, oh, actually it works out pretty good. Just getting it that little bit. So I need a pencil to trim this edge off. That edge can stay. And yeah, the guillotine's got to come out to play. Again, scooch yourselves over because I couldn't cut straight. All right. Gonna have to figure out, anybody got any ideas on how to fix that? Let me know. Besides stamping a new piece and gluing it on there. All right, so this is going over this one. Just like so. And that then is gonna get glued down. Do not panic when you make a mistake. It's just a creative opportunity. So these were in basic gray. We're going to add those 3 little dots right there. Yes. Okay, simple little card. That's it. We're going to add some Wink a Stella to the flowers, only the flowers, and we need something on the inside, which is probably there you go, and the envelope's the same way. So quick, simple card for the neutrals for the first card of Saturday series. This is it, just in basic gray. Now, if I wanted to come in and add more color to this, where's my little sheet here? That's not the one I used. Maybe it is. All right, let's pick up a little bit of Misty Moonlight here. We can come in and add a few little strokes of Misty Moonlight to this card with a blender pen. I'm just dabbing at the flowers now here to give it a little color. You can even color all that in, give it a little, just try to stay away from that. Now, see, we already did this, right? But now we're just going to add. I can't help myself. So we're going to add a little bit of, not that one, where's, we want the Mossy Meadow. So Mossy Meadow, dab off quite a bit. And we're going to just ground our image a bit. It needs a little heavier on that side. There we go. And then we can come in, brush a few strokes of that Mossy Meadow, all with one blender pen, guys. Nothing fancy. You get a package of 3 blender pens. And if you don't have money to invest in markers and blends, and you just are starting out, get your favorite colors, whatever colors in the color collection that you're drawn to, be it brights, subtles, regals, neutrals. My favorite colors that I'm drawn to mostly are neutrals and regals. I do, of course, like the others, but these are the colors that I am going to add a little bit greenery to that one down there. I didn't even notice that till now. My first color choices that I got were in the regals. I bought the whole thing of regals back a long time ago. Then I went to neutrals, then I went to subtles, and then it was the brights. And you save money when you do buy it in all of them at one time if you have it. If not, choose the colors that you are most drawn to. If you're just starting out, the in colors are a great way to build your color collection up. So our beginner card, now we added a little color. I like it a little bit more. I might add, I'm thinking a few more little dots. I just cannot help myself, guys. I'm so bad about just like, okay, just a little more, right? But it does look like it needs, I already did it that way. It needs to go like this way here. And then this way, just adding a bit of pattern to it. And I do want one, I think. I'm going to leave it because it wouldn't be, it would drive me crazy. So, the beginner card, nothing on it. Just plain simple on the inside. Plenty of room to write something, okay? Here is the envelope. This is our beginner card, and it is also the neutral card. Believe it or not, this is Mossy Meadow, just done with the blender pen. Misty Moonlight, that's the only color besides Basic Gray. This one, we just stepped it up just a tiny notch by adding a layer of cardstock. This is Basic Gray, that is the same size as the card base, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The DSP layer then is 4 by 5 1/4. This piece here is 2 3/4 by 4. We off-centered it, leaving a little bit of the DSP here. This, of course, was not meant to be, but it blends in beautifully. It does the job. And a few little dots for added, and just some dots on the inside. Quick and simple, easy card to use. So I hope this is something that for those of you beginners out there, this is helpful. That's why I do these videos. And of course, I love to share what I create, and this is gonna be just fabulous. So thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, if you are not subscribed, would you consider subscribing? It does help me out, and I would greatly appreciate it. Feel free to contact me. I have to get a piece of tape or something for my contact info if you'd like to be on my mailing list, or put a comment in the comment section and I'll tell you how to contact me. And as always, your comments, guys, are why I keep doing this. And I cannot express to you the joy that I receive in communicating with you, the great tips you give me, and I hope I reciprocate that back to you. But as always, I want to invite you to come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye bye for now.